What's up, everybody? We're back with another NC9 Talk. I'm Nicholas, and this is my papa, Carlos.
What's up?
Today, you're probably thinking it's a different setup. You know where we at? We're at Mall of America in Minnesota.
We invaded Minnesota this week.
Niners versus Minnesota Vikings tomorrow, and we will be there.
That's
for the
right.
game. I mean, I'm excited for the game. Are you?
Oh yeah. It's a little rematch from last year, so you know how they did last year. So they got a little revenge on their mind. So we'll see how it goes this week.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened this week with both the Niners and the Vikings.
Yep.
Let's just start off with a big piece that got put on IR. Christian McCaffrey. He got put on IR. That means he missed at least 4 games.
Yep.
But the next 4 games will be Vikings, Rams, Patriots, and Cardinals. So I think they could manage
a good time to do all.
It's a good time to do it early. And they have Jordan Mason, who just came off a 148-yard game.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, so see how it goes. So, what's your biggest key out of this game?
This game, just don't let Sam Darnold show that he's the number 1 overall pick that he was that much years ago. You see what he did to the Giants? He was almost perfect in like most of the game. He slowed down at the end, but he had a very solid game for his debut as a Viking. No Jordan Addison though. That's a key member.
That's a big loss for them.
But Aaron Jones had almost 100 yards. Justin Jefferson, I mean, he had comments about, he's saying, I'm not Garrett Wilson, so you're gonna have to treat me differently. So let's see the DBs step up, and the DBs need the help from the D-line, which the front 7 absolutely dominated against the Jets. So
they need to duplicate that this week. I feel that they need to make Darnold uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right? They need to make him uncomfortable the whole entire game. They got to make sure that he doesn't get in a groove, because he can get. I mean, last week he started 10 for 10, or
he was like 13 for 13 or something like that.
So he can get in a groove, and
he can sling it, especially with the weapons with Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
But Jordan Addison is out, but he does have his tight ends. Like Josh Oliver.
We just got to, we got to make him uncomfortable. We got to play. You got to play great from
start to finish.
Start to finish, yes.
Because that Viking Stadium gets loud.
Yeah.
It gets loud.
And it's going to be loud. And I think, we've been walking around this mall for about an hour or so. We've been seeing a lot of Niner fans. The moment we saw a bunch of Niner fans already on the airplane, in the airport. So it's going to be a good amount of Niner fans. We're going to invade that stadium tomorrow.
And not just Niner fans. We saw safety Jair Brown in the Nickelodeon amusement park area.
Yeah.
I mean, down-to-earth guy, and he's a dog. Yeah. I mean, we've been saying it that the tandem of him and Ufanga is going to wreak havoc.
That's right.
And I feel that he needs to have a big game also with the, Ufanga doubtful. Yeah. So he's going to have to step up like usual, like when Ufanga came out last year.
Yeah.
So him, Charvarius Ward, Lenore had a great game. But let's just talk about how Charvarius Ward was barely even looked at in the Jets game. So
it might change this week though.
Most likely
he might
guard Justin Jefferson, which makes sense. So let's see this matchup. This game is I'm not worried about the defense. They have a solid defense, but it's nothing too crazy. But Cameron Bynum last year had 3 forced turnovers, 2 on Purdy and 1 on McCaffrey. So hopefully, shout out Cam Bynum, and hopefully he doesn't repeat that though. I mean, happy for him, but I mean,
not our express. Hopefully he does. He has a great game because friend and family. So, but still, to the point that doesn't make the Niners lose the game. I feel the Niners have to, like I mentioned already, from start to end. And then we gotta make sure we use all of our weapons this week. We're on the road, East Coast. We got to be able to use all of our weapons. And Kyle Shanahan cannot, to me at least, cannot give up 4th and 1s and just continue to kick field goals.
You got to show something in this game that you are that dominant team. You are that team that's going to represent the NFC. I mean, show it early and show it to the end, and just be aggressive.
You probably could get away with it at home, kicking a lot of field goals because you're home. But when you're on the road, you want to put up points.
And US Bank Stadium is going to get loud, like we said. And the Skol chant at the start of the game, will get loud.
Yeah,
so.
you really want to put up points. So, we'll see how that goes.
What do you, like?
I mean,
what do you
it's
think
crazy,
about
right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Look where we're at.
Mall of America is the largest mall in the U.S. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, man. I think, additional to us, getting that run game going, we have to, stop their run because they have a pretty good run game.
Aaron Jones, yeah, like I said, 14 carries for 94 yards. So it's the Giants, but they still had a very solid game. So hopefully the Niners show their true colors and dominate from start to finish, like we've been saying. And on the offensive side, like you said, use the weapons, but Purdy just needs to be Purdy.
Yeah.
And Ayuk needs to step it up. I mean, you got the money, right? So you're rusty, okay? This is why you need to get your contract signed early, like Peyton Manning said on the Payne and Eli Monday Night Football. Get your contract signed early so you don't miss camp.
I mean, we know he could do it. He showed it last year.
Yeah, he showed it, and it's just the beginning of the season. We still have Debo, we still have Juwan, third and Juwan, and let's not forget Kittle.
Yeah.
And
we got to use these weapons.
Use the weapons that you have, and then swing it to the defense, where the defense, that front seven is going to dominate this game. I feel that it all starts with Fred Warner, to be honest. It's always going to start with Fred Warner, and that's their motor. Fred Warner's their motor, and it gets all the guys going.
Yeah, he killed it last week. He's been killing it for pretty much all his career. He's going to continue doing that in this game. I think he's going to be a little bit ticked off from last year, because last year it was
Kirk Cousins had like 400
yeah,
plus
our
yards.
defense didn't show up last year, and I think he's going to have that, he's going to have a lot to show in this game. He's going to push his team to step up.
And the additions, like we said last week, Leonard Floyd, Malik Collins, they are big pieces. Leonard Floyd more in the pass rush, and then the run game where Malik Collins shines. So don't be surprised if they get a few sacks, combined, or get a few tackles for loss combined, because they are in the backfield. And let's not forget who's their star player on the defensive line, Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
So Nick Bosa is going to show out, and Devondre Campbell just step it up more on the pass game. They're good on the run game, but he's got to step it up,
So, come here. We got a fan right here. He's trying to walk. Look at this guy. Who's this guy? Who's this guy right here? Little
Eagles
bro.
Nation.
Niner Nation.
No.
That's all right. young bro.
Yeah, this is my younger brother right here. I mean, you see my older brother JC, but that's the youngest brother. Eagles fan.
I'm older than you.
Eagles fan. So let's just push that away a little bit.
Yeah. So, give me your prediction.
My prediction for the game. I mean, I just played Madden yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't see us scoring 60, so so I'm gonna have to go with a realistic 30. Okay. I got 34 to 16 Niners win.
34-16. Okay.
And Purdy doesn't just have a game where, okay, he gets the job done, he makes a few plays. I think this is where he balls out. Like, balls out.
Okay. We want that. And you know what? Purdy's just being Purdy. So last week, I said I was gonna talk about this in this show. A lot of these people are saying, like, what does Purdy have to do to shut all the critics out, or what Purdy have to do to prove that he's one of the best? He doesn't have to do that no more. To me, at least. When someone goes back to the NFC Championship and to the Super Bowl, what else do you have to do? Nothing. And other than winning, of course. But there's nothing for him to prove. Last year, he was number one almost every single stat. Yeah. Okay, granted, he does have weapons. But tell me what quarterback doesn't have weapons?
Exactly. I mean, I feel like Mahomes in this, the last few
He has
years,
weapons.
Well, Mahomes,
they're not as good as what we have, but he does have weapons.
The year they won the year they won against the Eagles, that I don't see anybody winning with that team. Mahomes, I don't get how Mahomes did it, but Mahomes is probably the only quarterback that, didn't have the craziest weapons and people say he gets carried, but look at
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
Hey,
Look at Jalen Hurts.
Look
He
at
has
his team.
Jahan Dotson, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and his
The new running back.
Saquon Barkley, Dallas Goedert. The O-line is still like a little shaky right now because no Jason Kelsey anymore. But
Still, man, they got weapons.
They have weapons.
So Purdy just needs to be Purdy and be all right.
Yeah.
He just needs to keep doing what he's been doing, and we'll be all right. My prediction for this game, I'm going to keep going. They're going to score more than 28 points. I say 30 points. I said they get to 35 in this game.
35.
And because they're home, Minnesota's at home, I gave them some respect. 15 points. 30 to 15. Close to yours, but 30 to 15. You know, it may be closer. I just think they're just that much better than the Vikings this year.
Yeah.
It might be closer just because this team plays them really well. This team has good, great coaches, from what I hear.
And Justin Jefferson, I mean, if you have Justin Jefferson on your team, he's going to get the ball. So I know you can't really stop Justin Jefferson, but
Contain.
You know, try to take him out of the game as much as you can. And this is where I feel this is going to be a big game for Charvarius Ward. I think that's going to be the X factor.
He is. He shuts him down. There goes their weapons.
Yeah.
So we cut down on the running game.
They become one-dimensional, and they're going to have to, you know, set on the run, which I don't really think they're going to set on the run, especially with, you know, Sam Darnold likes to sling it. And if they get behind, if the Niners push forward and get the lead,
Yeah.
they can't run the ball, so they're going to know what they're doing.
What we want from this game is they're on the road, stay healthy, limit turnovers, create turnovers, right?
Yeah.
And we'll be all right. So 30 to 15. It could be a little bit closer just because they're at home, but I think that 30 to 15, and they're just going to show why they're still number one in the NFC, and to be honest, probably NFL. But we'll see how that goes.
This got to be a statement.
Each game from now on, until they get that ship, it has to be a statement game for everybody to just, hey man, either you're with us or they're gonna have to suffer what they're gonna, what they receive against the Niners. So.
Yeah. Well, Niners vs. Minnesota at US Bank Stadium. Can't believe we're gonna be able to be there.
We'll be there tomorrow.
Be there tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I mean, all of America right here. This is the first time we've ever done this outside.
Like, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Tell us what you think. Tell us who's gonna win. Who's gonna be the, your MVP of the game.
Who's your X factor on offense and defense? And comment down your predictions on the score and any predictions you want. Just let us know.
Let's do it.
And we can talk about it. You know, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let's go Niners, baby.
Peace.